computer. We need to do that. Anyway. Okay, good. Yeah, let's just start. That. Okay, yeah, how was your short holiday? Did you stay on the campus or did you go out somewhere? Somewhere, stay on the campus? You cannot go out? Yeah, school doesn't, yeah. Okay, so in this nice weather, we should stay on campus. That's unfair. I know. Okay. All right. Yeah, safety first. Safety first. Anyway, let's see what we are learning. Okay. Okay. Good. So we are now learning about the external analysis and the internal analysis. Oh, well. What are you doing? Something wrong. Oui. Yep. Oui. Second. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now working. Good. Anyway. Okay, let's define something. Noah, what is the purpose of the strategy? What is the purpose of the strategy? Why we want to use the strategy in business world? Michael Porter suggests something. We conceptualize that kinds of things from the art of war. What is the purpose of the art of war? The goal of the strategy? What is the goal of the strategy? You remember? Art of war. Oh, okay, good. Nice. Okay, Elsa, what is the purpose of the goal? What is the goal of the strategy? To win. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's the clear goal of the strategy. Okay. What's the meaning of winning in business? Making money. Absolutely. Okay. How to win without fighting? We are learning about it. Okay, first. And then we learn about this. Okay. Do you know that what will happen if we know our enemy, if we know ourselves? In the book of the Art of War, Sun Tzu-Bing-Pa, what the Sun Tzu-Bing-Pa said, when we know ourselves and when we know our enemy, what will happen? GP, 백전. Go to the internet and what the book says. Gaber, what the book says. When we know ourselves, when we know our enemy, what happens? Okay. Gaber, 백전부, what is No, not me. What is the meaning of this? This is winning? Huh? This is winning or not losing? Okay. Not losing is different from winning. Not losing is different from the winning. In order to win, we need to have a strategy, formulated, well formulated strategy. But however, in order to win, we must start with not losing. Okay? Absolutely. Then, how we can do this? How we can know our enemy? How we can know ourselves? We do analysis. In order to know our competitor, we must conduct external analysis. Right? Okay. In order to know ourselves, what should we do? We need to conduct internal analysis. Right? Okay. So then, in order not to lose, okay, we conduct this. Then we need to do this internal analysis and internal analysis. Okay? Then later, we combine these two understandings, knowledges and information, data or intelligence. Then we formulate our strategy in order to win without fighting. Okay? That's the next step. However, we must start with not losing. That's different. Okay? That's different. That's totally different. Okay? Good. Get this. Then we do this. Now, the external analysis. Oh, absolutely, there are tons of thousands of external analysis. However, how we can know our enemy, how we can know our external something? Okay, and conceptually, that is summarized like this. Okay, so you already learned that. Let's remind, let's refresh more. Okay. Strategy management is defined as a consistent analysis, decisions, and actions, and organization undertaken in order to create a sustainable competitive advantage. Analysis. External analysis in order to know our competitor. Conduct internal analysis in order to know ourselves, in order not to lose. Okay, analysis. Strategy planning process, strategy problem analyze. We are now doing the analyze, and then define the problem, destroy the issue. Okay, so that is something. And external analysis. Okay, external analysis is usually combined with the three functions. Those are scanning. What's going on outside? Scanning. Okay. And monitoring, okay, monitoring means, okay, we just stand up somewhere and then we monitor what's going on outside. Okay, scanning is this, monitoring is somewhere, we implement something and then we monitor. Competitive intelligence. Intelligence is, okay, CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, Central Intelligence Agency. What is the meaning of the intelligence? Spy. Spy. Okay. We do this kind of things in order to know what's happening outside. Okay, scanning, monitoring, intelligence. We do. Okay, business, we do. Strategies, we do. Okay, good. And there are tons of different dimensions of the external analysis. But however, I just want to share the McKinsey 6 dimensions of the external environmental changes. Elements of the business environment, general environment, demographic changes, social, cultural dimensions, political and technological, and the economic global nature of the world. Okay, good. And no matter what, in order to conduct external analysis, let's use a few number of the key external analysis tools. Okay? Again, I want to recommend you to stop using your brain. Okay? Don't believe in your brain. Please use tools. Do you believe in your brain is much smarter than your computer? Do you believe that your brain can memorize everything better than your notes? No. Don't believe in yourself. Don't believe in your brain. Believe in tools. We use tools. And then there are many different kinds of external analysis tools, but however, let's start with a few number of this kind of things. Okay. Many, but however, let's start with essentials. Good. And okay, so creating the environment of the aware organization means, okay, we want to know what's going on outside. Okay, in order to make a response. Do you remember the metaphor of the boiling frog? When we put a frog into the water and then gradually, slowly warming it up and boiling, what happens? The frog will jump out while the frog will stay and die. Absolutely, that metaphor says the frog, if the environmental change is not very quick and not very dramatic, radical, people just do not aware. People ignore that change. And they stay, they don't want to change, they stay and die. Many companies, many organizations do that. Do you remember the Nokia? Oh, where is Nokia now? Nokia is now coming back. However, the Nokia is making big business. Xerox. Are you familiar with the Xerox? And is there anybody who are using the Yahoo? Where are those companies? Why they disappear? Because they want to stay in a comfortable situation. They ignore the changes and because they failed in economic and assess and then aware of the situation. Nokia didn't expect, okay, so iPhone, smartphone make an impact like this. And they die. Absolutely. Okay, so in order to avoid, not lose, at least we must survive. Not to lose, we must do the scanning, environmental scanning. Oh, what our competitors are doing, what Apple's are doing, and what Samsung is doing, and what TSMC is doing, and what Tesla is doing, what Bench is doing. Okay. What is the good example of this? Oppo, Vivo. Okay, Oppo, no, Vivo, no, that's not a good example. Okay, Oppo, Vivo. Okay, Huawei. How about Huawei? Okay, so who is the Huawei's biggest competitor? Apple, Samsung. Okay, let's start with define the industry. Domestic industry or the global industry. Okay? I don't know much about the global strategy, global industry, but let's define that the industry is domestic industry within China. Who is the biggest competitor of the Huawei? Xiaomi. Absolutely. Okay, what the Xiaomi is doing? Nah. Do you think that the Huawei is good? Nah. Or Xiaomi is good? Xiaomi is good. Why? Why? Why Huawei is now losing the market? And why the Xiaomi is good at market? I don't know. You may know better than me. Xiaomi phones are cheaper. Cheaper. Okay? The price leadership. Why Huawei failed in making a cheaper phone? Why Huawei getting more expensive? The Huawei is bigger or larger or smaller than the Xiaomi? Larger. Okay, good. Absolutely. And then Xiaomi, the Huawei must have the advantage of the cost leadership because they are bigger. Economy of scale. Good. And why Huawei phone is much more expensive than Xiaomi? Any reason?
Political issue.
Political issue. Okay.
That said, we already give a lot of pressure in 2018. Later, they said like other countries, European, especially for European countries, they buy Huawei. And
so that make any impact on the domestic market?
domestic market.
So I am saying about the domestic market, China market, cost. So somebody say, okay, Xiaomi phone is much cheaper than the Huawei now. And why? Why Huawei phone is more expensive now in China?
Because initially they focus on different level of market. Huawei is focusing more higher.
High quality? Better quality?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, forward. What is now happening? The Huawei quality is much better than the Xiaomi? So. Okay? So. Not good, not bad. Okay? So. However, their prices are more expensive. Why? Any reason? SI? System integration? Cycle? And the Xiaomi do not have that kind of cycle? Same situation. Something is wrong. Okay? Huawei may lose some monitoring. And how about Oppo Vivo? Oppo Vivo is better than the Huawei now? No, not good. Only Xiaomi is good. Why Xiaomi is good? Why the others are bad? What if you are a Huawei employee? What if you are hired as a problem server for the Huawei? What should they do? Monitor. What Xiaomi is doing now? Why they are good in this situation? Absolutely. Scanning. Something is wrong. Xiaomi is good in Chinese market now. Okay, scanning. And then when you monitor something about the Xiaomi in the industry, maybe you can find out some opinion of the numbers. Then you must. Hey, Xiaomi, why you do that? Absolutely. So business problem solver, okay, business strategy consultant, this part we offer to the Xiaomi. Hey, Xiaomi, how you can do it better? Or I may contact Xiaomi supplier. Hey, Xiaomi supplier, do you supply the cheaper price of the product? Why you do not give me that kind of price? Okay, and maybe I can conduct a marketing research. Why people love to buy the Xiaomi, not Huawei? I cultivate intelligence to know what is happening at the outside. Absolutely, we must know that. We must know that. That is a nice start. Okay. Environmental scanning, monitoring, intelligence in order to know something, to react something, okay? And then in order to do these kind of things, we better to have this kind of dimensions, technology changes, demographic changes, behavior changes, hard trend, soft trend, benchmarking, whatever. We must start to know what's happening outside in a more systematic way. This way. Okay. Generally, we have this kind of 6 dimensions when we conduct this tunnel analysis. We identify what's the changes of the demographics, customers, or suppliers. And social cultural changes, big changes within the society, political, legal, something, technology changes, and Xiaomi developed a new SI, the OS, something. Why they are good at? New production technology or new supply chain technology? Or economic situations, unfortunately, something is happening. And the global situation, unfortunately, we have a war. And then tension between the US or UK or other countries. We have these 6 dimensions in order to capture general environmental. Nice start. You can elaborate more. However, this 6 dimensions will be a very nice product and lovely. It's lovely. Important. That will be a nice start. That will be a nice tool and guide to conduct external analysis. Okay, good. Next. And the contemporary external changes in the business and the management, you are familiar with this. Okay. Technology advancement, the globalization, nature of the work, the number of changes, economic challenges, the regulations, and the pandemic situation. And so absolutely easily we can identify this. Good. And the first tool to capture the environmental change, external analysis, external changes would be nice start. Okay. So that would be the 5 forces. Michael Porter's 5 forces. 5 forces. Are you familiar with this? Right. You are familiar with this Michael Porter's 5 forces. Michael Porter's 5 forces model of the industry competition. Industry, okay? This is for the industrial analysis. Okay? Not just your company's analysis. This is industry level analysis. Industry, okay? Industry. So we must start with defining the industry. What industry are you in? For example, Huawei is a mobile phone company. If you want to define that is a mobile company, absolutely you can identify your competitors. However, why do you define the Huawei is a network company? You will have a totally different competitors. So defining the right competitors, defining the right industry is very essential. So define your industry first. Okay? No matter what, because this is an industrial analysis tool. Industry, define the industry first. Okay? Then you can elaborate this. Okay? And these 5 forces have 5 components. Absolutely, 5 components. 5 components is composed with this. Okay, in the center, there is an intensity of the rivalry within my playground, within my industry, within my market. What is not happening? For example, why do we define the Huawei as a mobile industry, mobile company, mobile industry something? I have a rivalry of the Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi, and Apple within China industry. Okay, good, nice. Then we can identify. However, there is a threat of a new entrant from the north. On the top, there is a new entrant. Nokia is coming back. Okay, good. And then some other. Tesla is coming now. Tesla is now coming. Mobile industry. Soon, Tesla is coming. So what will happen? One thing is clear, Tesla will play a big within the mobile industry. Okay, good. Something like that. New entrant is coming, and there is a threat of a substitute. Is there any substitute with the mobile phone now? How about the watch? Watch can substitute the mobile phone? Why not? And how about something else? IoT machines, IoT devices. Google Glass. Glass is now coming. smart glass is coming. And do you want to take at the mobile phone anyway? Why if I just bring the watch? Okay. However, something is coming. So a few number of the thread of the substitute. Not big, not so big, but something is coming. Absolutely. Who knows? Okay, and there must be the bargaining power of the supplier. Absolutely, in order to produce our services or product, we need a supplier. And the supplier's power is getting more increasing nowadays because that the materials is getting more scarce. Supply chain is broken. And there are many accessible product supplies or the devices are not available. So bargaining power of the supplier is getting increasing. I want to produce something, but there is no component, there is no part. Oh, okay. And bargaining power of the buyer, customer's power is getting more increasing or decreasing. Many times increasing because knowledge. Customers know better than yourself. Many times customers are smarter than the producers nowadays because they can get any kinds of the information and they are smart. Okay, good. These are the 5 components, the 5 forces of the industry. Okay, good. And one by one, please write down your component and the segment. For example, this is a personal and the household product like a shampoo. Okay? Shampoo is getting more intensive in the market share. Absolutely. We have how many types of the shampoo we have at the supermarket? Many. The shampoo price is getting higher or rather lower? Absolutely lower because there is a price war. If the shampoo is getting more expensive, nobody wants to buy. And the consolidating the market, global competition, okay, so the Lisa, what kind of shampoo are you using? What's the brand of the shampoo? Dove is a Chinese product or a global product? Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, Dove come from the Johnson & Johnson. And where is the headquarters of Johnson & Johnson? New Jersey, New Brunswick, not far from our campus. Okay, Johnson & Johnson. Global competition. So many shampoo product is competing with global brand. And so just to be mindful, man, okay, boys, we never know what's the brand of our shampoo. We never know. We don't care. Okay, shampoo is a shampoo. However, ladies, you are sensitive to the brand of the shampoo. Gaber, what kinds of brand are you using? Shampoo. What kinds of shampoo are you using? Are you using shampoo? Yes, okay. What kinds of shampoo are you using? Dove is one thing. Anything else? Are you sure? Head and shoulder? Head and shoulder. That's for head and shoulders. Okay. That's not very, yeah, okay, good. That's all complicated. That's also, okay. All right, that is come from where? That is a Chinese brand or that is a global brand? That is a global brand. Okay, good. So here, something is happening. So according to this kind of analytic person to make a difference as brand codes, okay, whatever, the intensity of the liability gives them a number, 1 to 5. The price war is very intensive, significant, serious, 5. consolidated market, the market is, yeah, that's totally chaos. Yes. Global competition, I have advantage in Chinese market. Okay, difficult to make a difference? Yes. Or grand cost, give them a market and make the average. This is average. Okay, and next, thread of the substitute, probably, is there any substitute for the shampoo? Are you using the soap for shampoo? No, never. Not much. Okay, any substitute of the shampoo? Not much. Okay. Okay. And the threat of the new entrant, is there any threat of the new entrant to the shampoo market? Not much. Okay. Good. So this is most important now. Another bargaining power of the supplier. The shampoo companies, shampoo need a lot of the chemical, and the chemical high supply chain cost. Yes, but manageable. Virtual integration, not much. Low production, lean production, no. Global integration, yeah, that's okay. I can do it. Good, no, not significant. Bargaining power of the supplier, absolutely. Why to define the shampoo customers? How can I persuade my customers? How can I persuade my? How can I make you buy my shampoo? Okay, global wholesalers, price cutting, online shopping, absolutely. Okay, Gaber, how did you buy the shampoo? You buy the shampoo from the Taobao? Okay, online shopping. Retailers have a chance to persuade my customers to buy my shampoo. Retailers? No. Absolutely. Think of that. Okay. Sure. So the pressure of the price cutting is very high. And global wholesaling, absolutely, that's getting more difficult. So bargaining power of the buyers are high. 5. In average, 5. So out of these, what is the burning issue for me to address? Absolutely, this. I better to choose this. And if I have another dimensions I need to cover, I may make a choice of this or this. Cover, absolutely. I will start with how I can persuade my customer. That's how we get to know how we aware what's going on outside. Okay? Good. This is a Michael Porter's 5 courses. And fortunately, you have advantage as a Chinese to understand 5 courses. Okay? 5 courses. Probably I share this insight already. Okay. In the 5 elements. What is this? Okay. In the center? Okay. Shoop, 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 shoop. Left. Exactly. It's a 5 elements, 5 forces come from that concept. Okay, think of this. Think of this. Intensity of the library within center. Okay, and then maybe you know that the concept of this. Always battles are in here. Okay, so we get to know what is our battlefield, what is our boundary. Okay, good, and always threat from the new entrant. New enemy comes from the wars. Goliath, Manjurians. Absolutely, something bad. Things competitive. Think of your history. And substitute comes from us, and that is mental. Your foundation. That is mental. Your foundation. Okay, good. And there is a going out. Always the tree is always going out, going up. Okay. I want to capture my customers. I want to keep my customers. But customers always want to go out. Okay, good. And suppliers, they always want to cut the price, cut my cost. They want to always try to cut and then stick and then change it to my price. Oh, that is the concept of peace. 5 forces. Okay. So if you understand this, you can easily understand what that tools talk about. That is your advantage. Well, that is exactly many kinds of the 5 forces, the 5 elements, or 5 something that come from that concept. Maybe you can understand that. Okay. Good. Good. That is the 5 element of the micro force. 5 forces model of industry analysis. Okay, got it? Can you use it? Please. Okay, I share this information, I share this template, and then just write it, just use it. That's all we need. Okay, good. That's the external analysis to start. Second, okay, we will learn about this kind of the SWOT analysis. Anybody think about the SWOT analysis is just a strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. But actually, no. SWOT, original form of the SWOT is this. I don't know why and the how and then when there was started with this simple form of the SWOT. SWOT. I don't know when there was started, but this is wrong. No, that is not the original purpose of the SWOT. This is wrong because of this. This is the original form of the SWOT. Actually, the purpose of the SWOT analysis, because that is for the SWOT analysis. No. SWOT tools, SWOT analysis is to formulate the strategy, okay? We will apply this later. All right, why? SWOT is a good tool to formulate the strategy because that is combined with 2 parts. First, external. This is the external part. And there is internal parts. Okay? External opportunity, external threat. We write it there. And we will learn about the internal strength and the internal weakness. We write it there. Then we combine these two in order to create and formulate strategies like this. And so strengths opportunity combined in order to maximize the strengths, maximize that opportunity. This is we call maxi strategy. Okay, here internal weakness, we want to minimize the internal weakness while we want to maximize the opportunity. Okay, because this is minimax strategy. Maximize the strengths, minimize the threat. Minimize the weakness, minimize the threat. So like this, when we identify external opportunity and threat, when we identify the internal strengths and weakness, we could build at least 4 strategies. This is the purpose of the SWOT analysis, SWOT tool. Not only for just writing down strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat. No, that is not the original purpose of the SWOT. I don't know when and why that was this formulated like this. However, this is the original form of the strategy. Wow. Okay. So, what do you think? This or that? What is original? What is more useful? I think this is much more useful. In here, in order to do this, we must do the external. We must identify the external opportunity. What is the opportunity in Huawei now in Chinese market? Is there any opportunity for Huawei? No chance? Okay, that's fine. Is there any external threat for Huawei? Okay, what kind of external threat for Huawei in Chinese market? Overall, the market is growing or not growing? Not growing as we expect. So that is a big threat. Okay, good. Identify. Okay, then we will learn about how to conduct the internal analysis and how to identify our strengths and weakness, and then we address this. We want to maximize the internal strengths and minimize the threat. How we can minimize the threat of the market saturation in China? Is there anything we can do? We'll find a way. We need more information. But at least we identify something. And we will do this. Okay, that's a SWOT. Later, we will use this. And if I have to choose only one strategy tools, I will choose a SWOT. Because that will give me a lot of insight, both external and internal. Okay, that's the SWOT analysis. However, that contains external opportunity, external threat. Okay, external opportunity, external threat. Let's try to define that. Okay, good. Next tool is, this is one of my most favorite. Product group, strategy group analysis. Group. Okay. Product group. This is my product, Bosch Automotive Part Divisions. So many times, large companies or many companies have multiple product lines. For example, this is a Bosch example, and the Bosch has this kind of a different product lines, like hybrid cars, fuel cell, green diesel, CNG, LPG, gasoline injector, thermodynamics, auto service, and the white one is the automotive parts. And our train, charging, actually, whatever. So we categorize, we group this kind of product, and then the categories according to this type of different product lines. Then we group that different groups according to the competitive position. This product is competitive than our competition. Good or bad? Let's define this. Low, high. Give them a position in the competitive position. Is it good? Is it bad? My product is competitive. Huawei mobile phone is competitive. High, low. Let's define this. And you know that Huawei has many different products. Define that. Competitive position. And the another one is market attractiveness. Okay, so I want to go to the iPad. So yeah, okay, so iPad, something like that. Okay, so panel, a panel product. Do I need to go there? Is it attractive in Chinese market? Do you have iPad? How many people have iPad? And many Chinese love to use the iPad. What do you think? Attractive? Not attractive. Attractive? Okay. So. Okay. Middle. If you can, middle. Okay. And the competitive position of the Huawei pen. Here. So define. Locate your position within the market. Your product is competitive to comparing with your competitor here. And let's try to explore how much that market is growing and how much that market is attractive. Define. Okay, maybe you don't need the very strong numbers. Maybe you can use your insight, maybe you can use your knowledge, you can use your gut. Okay, but something is better than nothing. Okay, if you have a better numbers, you can do it better. Play this, categorize this, then you will identify what is our strategic options. For example, if our competitors are strong and market is quite attractive, what should I do? I better to invest in here. That was the reason why I always invested a lot of money in the green diesel. But however, that was wrong because at the forced login made a scandal. Whatever. And what happened? CNG LPGs, the competitive position is low and the market attractive is also. All right, now if I have to define, if I have to locate this CNG or LPG something, I better to position it here. Higher than the hybrid. Because CNG and LPG demand is increasing according to the many of the environmental issues. It's dynamic, it's changing every day. It's changing according to the situation. However, let's try to understand what's happening in our product groups within the markets. We can easily identify. Huawei need to kill something. Huawei needs to invest something. Why? What would this kind of thing? We can do that. We can do this. Okay? 2x2 matrix, 3x3 matrix. However, most important thing is what is your definition of the axis? Competitive position, market attractiveness. So you can use this kind of things in a more different way. However, this will be a nice start. Please group stuff. Okay. Absolutely. So this is a strategic group analysis for external analysis. What's happening within my market, with my competitors? Okay. Good. Next, you learned a very interesting thing from me. Rabbit has at least 3 eggs. A rabbit. This is a rabbit. This is a rabbit. 교토생물. Okay. Wise rabbit should have at least 3 caves. 3 caves. Yes. We call this is scenario planning. Planning. Do you know that the Chinese economy has 3 options now? according to the economy researchers, they have these three scenarios. Let's see why they think so. What will be happening? Okay, and what will be our reaction to that kind of the challenges? First, expected case or the best case? Best case. Best case. We will overcome the pandemic situation with no problem. Okay, and nothing will be happening, and then all things are get well managed, and then no cities will be locked down, and everybody will be okay, and our economy has no problem. Okay, in that case, in that best scenario, we expect Chinese economy grow from 4 to 6%. 6% is wonderful. 4% at least. There will be no problem. We will be happy. Absolutely, we will be happy about that. Okay? When nobody gets hurt. Okay? Social, culturally, no panics, no pandemic, and then no lockdown. Political issue, no policy changes. Zero something. Okay? And the technology, okay, we use these kind of things. We use a scan code, okay? So that will be working well. Okay, that controls our pandemic. Okay, and the economic situation, nothing bad, nothing impact. Okay, and then globally stable, that stable supply something, and then globally the pandemic situation is well managed outside of China. It's getting there. When we have that kind of the best case, we expect our economy will be growing 4 to 6%. And I focus on my business. I just focus on producing more. And I just focus on selling more to make more money without thinking of another things. That's the best scenario. Don't you think so? Absolutely, that would be the best scenario. Best. Okay, I hope so. Everybody wants to do this. Do you want to do this best scenario? Absolutely. Everybody will be happy if we can grow the 4 to 6% of the economy grows. Everybody will be happy. Okay, this is the best scenario. However, what will be the worst scenario? And a few number of the economists expect that something will be happening on Chinese economy will be losing around 40%, minus 40% of the economic growth. Our economy collapses. Possible. Okay? When demographics around us, more than 30 or 40% of the Chinese population will get infected by COVID-19. Possible? Possible. Who knows? And social cultural panic, lockdown. What will happen if all the major cities are locked down for at least 2 or 3 months? No economy. That was happened 2 years ago outside of China, really. And the political legal, no general policy something, and the policy is totally changing every day, and then no stable, and the political turmoil, weird, or violence, something can happen. Possible? Possible. Okay? Technology, that is not working. This is not working. Possible. Economy collapse. No supply chain, no trucks, no logistics, no power. Can I survive? No, I don't think so. I cannot survive without power. Global turmoil, war, nuclear war. Possible. Who knows? Putin can shoot a nuclear bomb to the Ukraine. No problem. The US may attack to something. Who knows? Worst scenario, Possible. Okay? According to this kind of a situation, work situations, maybe our economy decrease around 40%. And then what does that mean on my business? No market, no chain, no suppliers, no cost. What should I do? I developed a stop operation. Oh, what is the meaning of the stop operation? Sure, absolutely possible. Okay, so best case, everybody wants. Worst case, everybody wants to avoid. But we need to prepare. Okay? What is the best way to prepare the worst case? What is the best? What if you have a business? What can happen? Okay, so how Steven, you don't know. You don't know. Kevin, what if you are Huawei CEO? What if how you can deal with the worst case? When the economy was totally collapsed, Huawei. What if you are Huawei CEO? Business, Huawei. How you can deal with the worst scenario? Nothing? No, you should prepare something. You must be wiser than a rabbit. We should be wiser than a rabbit. We have a bigger brain than a rabbit. Okay, so we must have a reaction strategy. How we can deal with this? How we can prepare this?
How specifically, in the worst case,
Hmm.
the more likely.
Oh, so minus 40% of the revenue, minus 40% of the 40% of the cost.
The whole China.
For China and include the Huawei.
So we cannot open our shop.
Hmm.
And we just
Close the stock.
but we can increase the export and
Export?
to the
No, unfortunately, we have a nuclear war.
nuclear war.
Worst case.
Nuclear war is happening somewhere.
Oh, somewhere. Ukraine or
Some
Russia.
areas we can export other
To the somewhere. Okay.
other countries, and we transform our factories to Indonesia or Philippines and those countries in the East Asia. Maybe just do nothing because it's
Do nothing. Okay.
it's just very worse and
So how we can deal with the money? How we can deal with the people? So we know you know that we just manage money and we just manage people. How you can manage your money? How you can manage your people in this worst scenario?
in this worst scenario, I must lose money.
Lose money.
And,
Yeah. But how you can keep your money in this situation?
I cannot keep my money.
Oh no! You must find a way. You must find a way. You must keep the
Situation
money.
is really worse.
Oh, absolutely. I know. So that is the reason why we need a business problem solver to deal with this. So that you will die? No. We must find a way in this situation. So probably they try to liquidify your asset. You sell your all things to liquidify, and then you must deal with the government. You must take the action with the government or the diplomatic something, okay? And you must fire almost everybody. Possible. Is it good? No, not good. But however, that is the way to survive. We are dealing with the worst case. We need to prepare. We must have take a risk to deal with this. Don't you think so? Who made the decision? Business decision makers. You are the decision makers. You know, to survive this bad worst scenario, you must be able to deal with people, fire people. Don't be afraid. If you can survive your business, fire people. When something is better, you can rehire them. Don't be afraid. Possible. you must do whatever possible. And if you lose your money, don't try. You must liquidify your assets as much as possible. And then, if you can keep your assets without operating something, close it. 5. Survival. Don't be afraid to do bad things. Heartbreaking. Absolutely. But what is the purpose of this? Survival. If you can survive, you can do whatever you can do. If this can happen in China, Chinese decision makers must do something. Very brutal, very heartbreaking, but they need to do. Absolutely. So, a wise rabbit prepare at least 3 scenarios. Best case, everybody will happy. Worst scenario, you must write it down. You must write it down. I don't want to think of the worst scenario. Then what if that can happen? We are not prepared. Really. In order not to lose. You can win over the small conflict. You can win over the small warfare. But however, you should not lose your work. You can lose a conflict. You can lose a small something. However, you must not to lose the overall big work. This is the purpose of doing this kind of external analysis. Okay? Sure, don't be afraid. We are decision makers, we are business problem solvers. We must be wiser than a rabbit. We must prepare the worst case as well. I don't want to think of this, but we must prepare. And absolutely, we must have a good insight in expecting what will be happening. And personally, I think this year, the economic growth of Chinese economy will be plus minus 1%. I'm sorry. I'm not happy. Then what does that mean? Oh, this is a big loss. This is not happy. But I expect this because of the many situations, demographic, and the social, cultural, and the political, okay, and overall, many of the tier 2, tier 1 cities will shut down. At least 2 months. Who knows? Everybody expected. Anybody think that? Okay, and technology, okay, economics, not good. Globally, unfortunately, global situation is getting worse. So overall, unfortunately, my expectation is plus minus 1% or 0 growth. This is a big, right? This is a big challenge. Not easy to handle. But always, if there is a problem, there must be a solution. Don't worry, we must be wiser than us. We can do something. Okay, good. So this is a scenario planning. At least we must have 3 scenarios. Best case, happy. Worst case, brutal but necessary. Expectations, be realistic. Okay. We must do it. Unhappy, but that's our job as a business problem solver. And anything else? Okay, so that's the external analysis. That's the external analysis so far. Okay, external analysis is. And then there are many other external analyses. However, this will be a nice start. And we'll go to the internal analysis. Internal. Okay, we go to the internal analysis in order to know ourselves. Know thyself. Socrates, he said, know thyself. Patricia, what do you know about yourself? Do you know yourself? Okay, so do you know what is your personality? Yeah. What is your personality? Oh, MBTI test? Okay, so good, nice. Now, what is your MBTI? ENTP, really? Nice. Okay, and ISTJ. And then, oh, do you know any other personality? DISC, Enneagram, something else? I prefer teamwork. Teamwork? As an ENTP, probably. Okay. Good. And do you know your personal financial status now? Do you know your social position? Do you know your character? Okay, anybody think they know oneself, they know themselves. We believe we know ourselves, but many times we don't know anything about ourselves. Same to the company, same to the business. For example, anybody define IBM? Rachel? Rachel. Oh, Rachel. So do you know IBM? Oh, okay. So what is their business? What is the business of the IBM? Okay, so get it. What is the business of the Huawei? Oh, what is the business of the Huawei? What is their core business? What are they doing? Mobile? Really?
But also they now focus on mobile business system for some enterprise system launched to customer.
Exactly. They are building
IoT.
Internet of Things, all you, okay? But overall, what is the business of the Huawei? Why they are doing that kind of technology problem solver, especially for the ICT technology problem solver for enterprise or for individuals. ICT technology problem for enterprise or the people or the individuals.
And government provide more support on analytic and to small business because it's kind of like government provide some welfare, more business to this company. Support against US.
Okay. Yes. Or enterprise. Business, enterprise, or individual, or government. Maybe. So, we can know what are they, how. And however, before thinking of this, okay, so you may misunderstand that the Huawei is a mobile phone company. Okay, like this, what they do. Okay, when we know this, when we define what our business is, okay, we can create our Very important. So let's try to know ourselves. When you know about your strengths, weakness, characters, your purpose, your goals, maybe you can invest in yourself more, and then you can make more, you can achieve your goals. Okay. Then we go to the internal analysis gradually, and we will cover the financial internal analysis. What is the purpose of the business? Business is for money. Money, we must know our financial status. And absolutely, we will learn this, and we need to know about our value chain, to know our operation capabilities. Okay? So we will cover these from the next class. So far, any question about the external analysis? External. Five versus Wuxing. You have advantage of that. Okay, good. So that's it, and I will see you next Monday. Next Monday. Good. And let's keep talking about that. Okay, good. Thank you, and I will see you next Monday. Thank you.